Good morning and welcome to Enduring Journey to Bliss. My name is Deanne and I wanted to share this orchid with you. I have shared it previously. This is my Snowblind Sweet Spot orchid. And I shared her blooms. And when I shared her blooms, I showed you there was 2 spikes that were forming on her. Her first spike that I had all those beautiful blooms that I shared with you all has completed its cycle. And you can see that it has turned red. Not red, it's turned brown. I'm going to take you off the stand for a moment so I can actually show you. So it has turned all the way down here. It has turned brown. I'm going to cut this back because this is not providing anything to the plant any longer. But as I was doing some orchid maintenance today, I pulled this orchid down. It sits right up in that area towards the back. I pulled it down to take a look at it because I wasn't sure what was going on with its buds. Well, lo and behold, apparently I have an aphid infestation in my growing space. And it looks like there could be a whitefly as well. So all these gorgeous buds have got bugs. We're in the middle of winter. I don't know how these bugs find their way into my home and into my orchid space, but they do. So I am going to put you back on the little camera stand. And I will show you how I plan to eradicate these bugs. So as always, I always have my isopropyl alcohol, keep in a little spray bottle right here. I'm going to get one of my cotton swabs that I use routinely. I get it out of its package. And I'm going to spritz it with the rubbing alcohol, isopropyl 70%. And I'm just going to gently, maybe I'll lift this up. I'm going to come up because I see one even there on the stem. So I'm just coming up the stem and I'm going to kill any bugs. You see that? That's an aphid on that cotton swab. So I'm going to come up here to this bloom very gently. I'm going to wrap the cotton swab around the bloom. Hopefully you can see lots of bugs, critters. And I know in the winter, they're looking for a place to live. That's the cycle of life, right? But I don't want them on my orchids. So I'm doing the little stem in between the 2 buds. I'm going to come back on this bud one more time. Wipe it as gently as I can to try to remove those aphids from this blossom, from this bud. Again, there's the... I might go ahead and see if I can pull you out and maybe you can see better the buds. I'll move this back a little bit as well. So again, I'm going to spritz my cotton swab, a little cotton round, and I want to come onto here and just gently wipe. I'm going to do the same on the stem. I see one right there crawling as fast as it can. I'm going to kill it. One just dropped on the table here. I'll kill that too. So here on the cotton swab, you can see they're starting to be killed. I'm going to come up and I'm going to lift up, kind of pinch around the stem to kill any bugs on that. And as you can see, we're getting more and more spots on the cotton swab. It's not coming in real clear for you, but trust me, I am getting them. I want to wipe around this bud, and I want to clean my table as I go because some of them are dropping onto the table. I'm going to turn it over, spritz the back side. I'm going to come along this bud. Hopefully you're seeing that. Lots of them. And then I'm going to, I see 2 of them trying to escape up the stem. There's a 3rd one on the stem. I'll do the stem again. Lots of critters getting collected here. I'm going to come along this side of this bud. I'm going to come out to the tip of it and give that a wipe. Now I'm going to get a clean cotton swab because that one's getting quite a few bugs. And I'm going to spritz it. This is a brand new one. Spritz it real well. And I'm going to come up the spike, the stem of the spike, onto the plant. And I don't want to hurt the bloom, the bud, but look at all those. I'm hoping that's coming through. I mean, I'm sure when I let the dogs in and out, things like that, I'm sure somehow I am letting these in the house. But, yeah, I need to make sure they are eradicated because they will just sap the life out of these little buds. And I want these buds to continue to mature and open. They're quite beautiful. I have shared the other stems, blooms with you. I will connect this video. So I don't know if that's coming. Let me see if I can bring you in closer for this one. I'll hold this behind it. Can you see those bugs? I'm hoping that the camera is helping, allowing you to see them. I mean, they're everywhere on these poor little buds. See if I can move this. Maybe that might help. The little camera stand. Yeah, hopefully those are coming through. So I'm going to go to the top one here. I'm going to put my cotton swab over it like that. I'm just going to come out very gently with a wipe, with another wipe. I'm going to kind of squeeze the cotton swab to help kill them. And just look at all these critters. How do they even get in here? Like I said, I'm sure it has something to do with it being winter. They're all looking for a warm shelter from the winter because they are wanting to survive like any other critter, right? And reproduce. But I do not want them on my orchids or any of my house plants. So that is why I'm having to meticulously kill all these nasty little aphids. I'll get a clean swab again. And what I'm trying to do is get as many as I can off of these buds, orchid buds. So I will then follow up once I have their bodies off. I will follow up and I will spray these little buds with the alcohol for any eggs, any small little critters that I may miss with my cotton swab, because some of them are pretty darn small. Hopefully you can see how tiny some of these are that I'm trying to get off. So I'm going to keep going here with my spritz, which seems to have been, something is clogging it here. I'm not sure what happened here to my little spritz bottle. I may have to deal with that in a little bit because I need to get these bugs off of here. It doesn't want to work, so I'm just going to take the lid off. I'm just going to dampen this cotton swab. Nice and damp. I'm going to wipe this down from the stem, way down low. Come all the way up. One more time on this one. I'm going to come up the stem. A little bit more here. Up, up. There we are. We'll take a look. This swab is staying fairly clean at this point, so I may have gotten all the critters that I'm going to get at this juncture. This one may have some on it still. Let's try to clean that off. Yeah, that one had a few still on it. And I want to clean the stem. Again, come all the way up to the top bud. Try to get all those off. Yeah, we're picking up some little tiny ones. Oh, come on, focus. Well, it just doesn't want to focus. My apologies. Oh, it almost did right there. There you go. So, yeah. I'm going to dampen the back of this cotton swab. It's pretty damp still, but I want more. And I'm going to come on the leaf. Now, I don't see any on this leaf, but I'm going to wipe that leaf down. Just because. Safe than sorry mentality. I'm going to wipe that leaf. No, I'm not picking any up. I'm going to wipe this other leaf. Probably not in the camera anymore. I'm going to wipe that leaf and this leaf. I'm going to wipe this leaf really well. And I'm going to wipe off my table again for any that may have dropped in this process. Kill them. And wiping the table, I actually picked up more of them. Focus already, please. Yeah, hopefully you can kind of see. There we go. So those are more off the table than off the leaves. So I'm hoping that this top bud doesn't blast on me from the insect damage. I'm hoping that it will continue to grow and get stronger and open. Please focus. But you can see it's a little bit discolored, the top one. Well, it is. It's not wanting to focus right, but it is. Trust me. Will that help? Maybe a little bit there. You move it back. It's a little discolored. There you go. This one looks healthier. And the ones further down look healthier. Let me take you off of here because this is not helping. So, yeah. So that one looks like it might have some damage already. This one looks a bit better, although I think I see a bug right on the end. I'll need to put the camera back up so I can get that bug. This one looks healthier, and this one here looks healthy. So I'm hoping that at least, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those will open. The top one there, you can kind of see the yellowing. So I don't know if that one's going to make it. It might be a bud blast. Very frustrating. I'm going to take this orchid into my kitchen area, and I'm going to give it a nice shower, because that's another way that you can get quite a few different bugs that will infest your indoor houseplants off of your plants by giving them a nice shower. While I'm in here right now, I want to go ahead and I'm going to lift this up. So this is the old spike that I showed you earlier. And so I'm going to come down here and I'm going to clip it, because there's nothing else this is going to do. I'm going to clip it right there. And I did sanitize this earlier before I started. So that orchid spike I have removed. I have cut that off. And as I had mentioned when I previewed this particular orchid in another video, the way oncidiums grow is that these pseudobulbs, the older ones, they begin to shrivel because they're providing energy to the newer, younger ones that are nice and plump, like this one. And here at the side of this one, you see a new pseudobulb just starting right there. It hasn't fully come out yet. That will become the replacement for this one, which is the one I just took the spike off of. So next season, theoretically, this little new one is going to be my new place I get a spike. This has bloomed for me many times. These are old spikes from past years. There's one down here too. And this is the pseudobulb for the one that has the current 5 blooms on the spike that we just removed all of those nasty bugs from. So there's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, and at the very top is the 5th one. So I will share with you as this progresses. Hopefully I don't lose that bulb, but I may. I also shared with you on a previous video how if you do not water them, if they don't get enough moisture, the pseudobulbs will form, and this is a nice fat pseudobulb. It's pretty smooth, but it wasn't getting enough moisture, so its leaves have this wrinkled accordion look. That is permanent. That will be on this particular pseudobulb until it finishes its life cycle. But at the base of that, well, not of that one, but of this growing space area here, this is the new pseudobulb. And it is getting better care, and it's growing. So next year, theoretically, if I can continue to keep up the care, this one probably will not give me a spike because of the damage that has been caused from my lack of care in 2024 and 2025 due to family issues. This one will hopefully continue to thrive, and perhaps next year it'll have a nice fleshy, smooth pseudobulb, and it possibly will give me spikes next year. Anyway, I just wanted to share this plant with you. I will tag this to the other video that you can see the blooms for this orchid. And I'm going to go and give this a nice shower in the other room. And I'm going to have to monitor quite closely over the probably next week, week and a half, just in case any of those bugs laid eggs and I wasn't able to find them to remove them. So yeah, thanks a lot for stopping by and for watching. Hope you all have an amazing day and take care. Thank you.